Because there's nothing to do, Justine.
In
Nothing going on.
terms.
I just go on my headphones, and that's like half of my day. I'm just sitting there at work, just at home in the sitting room, my
Yeah.
underwear, just like not doing anything. Like, and I need some music to pass the time. So just collaborated with a bunch of musicians, sort of produced a little track together with a few key people.
I do quite like learning about other cultures and languages. I'm quite interested about that. So I think that's the reason why I want to teach languages.
You know, it's important, you know, in this period to not feel like you're, you know, in any way behind anyone else, or, you know, anything like
Yeah.
that with what you're creating.
That's
And
right.
that, you know, this thing affects people in all sorts of different ways.
Hello guys, it's Justine and welcome back to another episode of Creatives in Lockdown. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like, comment, subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so you can stay within the creative circle. Now my next guests on the show are the first duo, and that is Charlotte and Daniel Keane. Hello, how are you both?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Not too
I'm
bad.
well. I'm excited to have my first two people together on the show. So we'll crack on to the first question. So can each of you describe the word music in one word?
Music. What would
Music,
say?
mate.
Emotion?
No, but expression, I would say.
Expression.
Nice.
That's a
I'm going
word.
emotion, I'm going expression. I think that's expression of emotion.
Why do you say emotion and expression? What's your reason for that?
You picked emotion, you go first.
I think the reason emotion is because you communicate emotions throughout music, and you can feel emotions from the artists as well when you listen to them. So that's the reason why I'd give that word.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your word works quite well.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that links any piece of music, well, all pieces of music together is probably just it's an expression of something. You might not agree or disagree with it, but there's usually a reason behind them doing what they're doing.
That's right, exactly. It's all for a good purpose. So there you go. Next question is, what was you both doing just before the March 2020 lockdown?
Well, I was gigging a bit. I played like Tunbridge Wells Forum in February, literally a few weeks before the announcements and everything. I was like riding on a good wave. I was like, oh, this is quite fun. And then obviously it happened.
Getting into the swing of things, and then it just
It just sort of went crazy. But to be honest, I quite like crafting music videos and sort of just playing around with the sort of like weird visuals and that sort of thing, just random nonsense really. So it gave me a chance to play around with that a little bit and work on my podcast a little bit with my co-host Angus, which has been really fun. And chance to do various projects. But yeah, before I was really focused on live gigging, and obviously that March 2020 announcement, that sort of
my gosh,
changed
it was awful. And then the thing is, the sun was shining, and I remember it was very hot around that time, and I just wanted to go outside. Can't do anything. Like, it's just so depressing. Charlotte,
allowed out for an hour. Yeah, that was mental.
And what about you, Charlotte? What was you doing?
I was half helping you with the music, with the back vocals, really, and filming, which we did a few music videos. I remember. I think we did one as well for the charity as well. But that was
later. That was later during COVID. But yeah, you were helping out.
Mainly finishing my uni, actually, I think at the time. So that was the main thing. And I think I did a few extra roles, but yeah, everything kind of shut down, and we just stayed at home from then, isn't it?
Yeah, in our buildings. Forevermore.
Oh gosh.
Something's never changed.
So I think it's great that you both have collaborated with other like-minded musicians during the last year and a half, and you guys have put together a song for charity. So what charity was this, and did the events of COVID inspire you to do that?
About like April of last year, and all the studios were like closed and everything.
Hmm.
And I was sort of like, oh, well, I want to release something. So just collaborated with a bunch of musicians, sort of produced a little track together with a few key people. So yeah, it was just sort of an amalgamation of various people, various things, and just sort of picked some key charities. PRS for Artists Foundation, which does a lot of great work, and then Born Free Foundation as well for wildlife in the Kent area. So two little quite good causes that I thought were quite important in relation to COVID specifically. But it was just a very nice distraction from the various things going on in the world.
Exactly. And it's nice to sort of, as you say, give back in a creative way, and it's nice, and it sort of inspires others to get involved. So no, well done. I'm really, really impressed with that. So in your eyes, why is the music industry so important during a time like now and moving forward, would you say?
Because there's nothing to do, Justine. Nothing
In
going on. I just go on my headphones, and that's like half of my day. I'm just sitting there at work, just at home in the sitting room, my underwear, just like not doing anything. And I need some music to pass the time. So that's why I think it's important. It's just but more seriously, it's just about sort of, some distractions are really good, and sometimes it's really good to just escape whatever's going on in your regular life, and just put on a certain song, reminds you of a certain mood, certain gets you to a certain place, which is important.
Exactly, that's right. Charlotte, do you have anything to add with that?
Not that much. I think, no, it does help. Even, well, for me, I wasn't at home, I was on the way to school, but on the way to school, it's nice to have a little bit of music, and it just helps the morale.
It does. It sort of breaks the sadness and the the depressive mood that's around. But no, I completely agree with you 100%. So Daniel, congratulations on running your own radio show. What is it like running the show during lockdown? How did you find it?
Well, yeah, we started the radio show back in I would like to say November 2019. So a bit before all the COVID stuff went down. When COVID hit, the radio thing was just completely shut down. We couldn't access any of the equipment, but we just decided to sort of continue it as a podcast with sort of a radio sort of format with songs in between and that sort of thing, and just found we were able to interview like a much wider amount of people. I mean, if you're in a radio show, there's all sorts of technical issues that can happen with like trying to call someone in, or mostly it would just have to be people just in the studio. So it was really liberating for the podcast, to be honest. It was really good just to interview people in America and just hear what was going on over there, or the Netherlands, or just all these places we never could have been able to interview from. So during COVID, it's sort of optimum for the show. I mean, I know it mostly in COVID, so it almost seems like it works for it. I can just go in the other room, or just pop around Angus's house or something, when restrictions are lowered and that sort of thing, and just have a bit of a dandy time.
Brilliant. Charlotte, aside from music and acting, you are doing a PGCE in modern foreign languages. What inspired you to do this, and where do you see yourself going with this qualification?
So what inspired me, I think it's, being half French, I think that helps a little bit. I do quite like learning about other cultures and languages. I'm quite interested about that, so I think that's the reason why I wanted to teach languages. The thing I'm going to be doing next year, I'm going to be teaching normally, because it's yeah, practicalities of COVID. But what I'm going to be including, I think I'm going to be trying to put a bit more music, have a bit of drama if I can add it. But yeah, just make it more interesting, a little bit more creative. But who knows? I'm still a beginner, but yeah, that's the main aim, I think, is to try and include all my passions together, really.
That's it. What sort of age group would you like to teach, or are you pretty open?
So I'm going to be teaching secondary.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully it's been going well this year, to be honest. So
Good.
hopefully it'll be going well. Yeah.
Fantastic. I look forward to seeing where you both go with your stuff. It's amazing. So aside from all of that, you both are currently working on developing a short movie. So well done on that. Tell us a little bit about your ideas and inspirations behind that.
So it's a bit of an adult film, I would say, like 15 or 18. So I won't be so explicit with some of the details, but it's just about a famous performer who has an obsessive fan. Basically, it's a short horror film I'm working on. I sort of wrote the script, and you might be in it.
Yeah, hopefully.
You're Mackley, and she's a star. You're a star. And yeah, I'm not sure at the moment right now when we're going to film it. I mean, obviously COVID is a thing. I've kept it very only like a few characters in it, very small sort of scenes, you know, very small locations, you know, sort of keeping it within a house and outside of that house, and then one more location. So
yeah,
hopefully whatever stage we are at when we start filming, it should be okay. But just sort of have to play it by ear, really. But just keep it as condensed as possible. I've found with doing short films and that sort of thing, I work better at something very restricted anyway. I think something with lots of characters and, you know, just be a bit too much to absorb after a long day of work or something. So
exactly.
just do it shorter.
And I think the less cast, the better, because it sort of makes it more engaging, and it kind of keeps you on your toes as well. When there's too many characters involved, it does sometimes, I find personally, gets a little confusing or just a little bit too much. Sometimes simple is better. So if you try and keep it like that, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, I wish you all the best with that. I'm looking forward to seeing the end product.
Yeah.
You were wrong.
Yes, oh yeah, of course. Well, thank you. So looking back at the last year as creatives, what would you sort of say if you were looking back at 2019? What advice would you give yourself to prepare for what lied ahead?
Prepare mentally to just
Deal with that.
Yeah,
it's long and it's hard, and it's probably best you don't know.
Exactly.
If someone told me like last year I would just sort of be indoors for a year, I would be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, sure, and then just get on with my day. But yeah, I don't know. You can't. I don't know. It's hard to like say something back, you know, to yourself back then. I don't know. It's just hang on.
Yeah.
Keep him there. Keep him there. It will all be okay.
Yeah, that's right. And just sort of keep focused and resilience and determination. I think that's, you know, really important.
Definitely.
I think it's important though, in terms of the relating it to creatives though, is that I remember a lot of people last year sort of, you know, being at home and thinking, oh, I need to spend this time to be really productive and I need to make, you know, my piece and that sort of thing. And I fell into that habit last year with the, you know, singles we were describing as well. But you know, it's important, you know, in this period to not feel like you're, you know, in any way behind anyone else, or, you know, anything like that with what you're creating.
That's right.
That, you know, this thing affects people in all sorts of different ways.
Yeah, that's it, you know. And you've just, as I say, it's key to just keep as happy as possible, because there is a way out of it. You know, it's not
Oh, yeah.
going to be forever, and you know, we will get through it, and things will start to come up, opportunities will start to come to the table. So no, I agree with all
Leave the country. That was inspiring, that speech. I like that. That was good.
Thanks. Cool. So what do you both hope to do post the lockdown, which should hopefully be after the 19th of July?
A lot more creative things. Really.
Yeah, a lot more creative stuff. I wanna get out and start performing a bit more again.
Mm.
Get this short film done.
Yeah.
I want to star in just like
Some
some
auditioning, isn't
extras
it?
and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Yeah, just sort of whatever opportunities come around, really. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll take the summer. Well,
Yeah,
I've got,
take the
I've got the
summer
summer off, so
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna relax. We've been writing a few
Relax.
songs here and there as well. Writing a few songs, and
oh yeah.
you've been
that'll be
helping
nice.
with some
Nice.
backup vocals and that sort of thing. So
Yay!
hopefully we'll release them soon as
Yeah.
well.
For sure,
Let's make it for that.
sure. Just take one day at a time is what I'd say, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd say it's anyway. Yeah.
Short, you know, just take your time and things will start to come your way. But no, I'm looking forward to that, to see where you go. So, and the last question is, favorite musician, alive or dead, and why, in one sentence?
Oh, I'd have to be like really lame and just go the Beatles or something like that.
Okay.
I think, considering the music I make, I can't really, have created anything I did unless they did what they did, in my opinion.
They're your inspiration, would you say?
Not necessarily my inspiration, but just a group of people
They were
I'd have to
good,
respect.
I suppose,
And, in a way, I just think they were just so creative and, they're only around for 7 years and did a crazy amount of stuff.
Mm.
And it's a lot about unity and bringing people together and that sort of thing. And I think that's a very good thing. Bob Marley's another favourite,
Bob
isn't
Marley
it?
is, yeah.
Oh,
actually
yeah,
my
yeah,
favourite.
We're a
Yeah.
bit basic with
Yeah.
our faves, but they're good.
Oh.
They're popular for a reason. If you ask us tomorrow, we'd probably have different opinions. We like a lot of music and listen to a lot of dance music as well.
I'm quite the same. I have quite a varied selection. I don't sort of just stick to one genre. I like a bit of jazz, reggae, rock, indie, pop, all types of music. So it depends on the mood that I'm in as well.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. Well, that is it, guys. I've really enjoyed our chat. Have you?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that
it's
was
been
really
lovely.
nice, yeah.
It's been nice to talk to someone.
Exactly. Hopefully next time it can be in person.
Yeah, that would
definitely.
be nice, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I say to all my other people that come onto the show, all the best with your creative careers. I really look forward to seeing how you both develop. And
yours as well. I'm
yeah.
looking forward to seeing how this YouTube channel blossoms and develops.
well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's early days, but I've just got to keep on top of it and hopefully, keep people inspired and have people like you on the show. So thank you both.
Oh, thank you. That was nice.
Too kind. Yeah, it was lovely.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. And just before we wrap up, would you both like to share your socials as to where people can find you?
Yeah.
My IG, I think you have it. I'm pretty sure, but it's Charlotte Dumont 2B.
Cool.
At Daniel Dean _UK.
Lovely. And also, your podcast, do you have a separate account for that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So if you just look up the Late Night Local podcast, something along those lines on YouTube or Spotify, you should be able to find it. If you just look up Daniel Keaton on Instagram, you'll find everything that I'm up to, most likely.
Brilliant.
Feel free to give me a follow.
Please do, guys. Please support them. Otherwise, I'm coming for you.
And make sure to smash the like button of this video,
Yeah.
Justine's video. Come on, guys.
To
Come on,
follow.
guys, give it a like. Put on that bell notification.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And that is it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed our chat today. As mentioned at the start, if you want to hear more creative content and lovely people like Daniel and Charlotte, please give this video a like, a subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell. Until next time, join me where I will be interviewing another creative or creatives in lockdown. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.